Welcome back to the special Bulletin review, Securing Our Citizens While Modernizing, sponsored by Verizon on Federal News Radio, part of the Federal News Network. My guest today is Martin Kessler, Chief Information Security Officer for Verizon Business Group. And I'm your moderator, Scott Massioni. So Martin, we were talking about cybersecurity, we're talking about modernizing, and I think one of the kind of weird things about government and industry is that government is this huge entity, right? And how do you get the needs that they want and interact with them so that you can give the best product to the government while also, doing what you need to do as a private entity?
Yes, so for any modernization effort, whether it's 5G or cloud migration or the adoption of robotics process automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning, there's three primary ways that Verizon interacts with all of our business customers, and of course the public sector included. We inform, we demonstrate, and we enable. I say inform because as a leader of adopting and implementing emerging technologies ourselves, we Verizon have many, many use cases and lessons learned that we can share with the government. And so we love to spend time with our customers, sharing with them not only our use cases and the benefits of the technologies, but also those lessons learned, things that have gone well, things that haven't gone well. We also demonstrate. We have live implementations of these technologies, and so we're able to actually show in real time and tangibly the benefits that the technologies have driven. And lastly, we enable. We love to enable our customers that are ready to take their own transformation and modernization journeys. So spend time with those customers and obviously walk along with them so that the emerging technologies can come to life for them and they can use them in order to improve their operations and accelerate their missions.
There is a lot of legislation out there that already allows you to, talk back and forth within the government and industry about cybersecurity threats, but how can they improve that and make things better for public and private interaction about cybersecurity or anything else that has to do with what you're working on?
Yeah, when you think about modernization and the pace at which technology is changing, there's two things that are true. First, the rate of change is faster today than it's ever been before, but secondly, and equally as true, it will never be this slow again. So the beauty of that is that it's encouraging more and more interactions between public and private sector. And based on this blistering rate of change, we're actually having more and more dialogue with our customers. That includes cyber information sharing, but also just the modernization stories, the way that we're employing emerging technologies, and ultimately the business benefits of those technologies. And since we're a leader in some of the most transformative technologies, whether it's 5G or augmented and virtual reality or the Internet of Things, we're spending more and more time, more than ever, with our customers and sharing our stories with them. We also participate in programs like Training with Industry, which allows government employees to work directly in the private sector and get hands-on experience with things like cognitive learning, analytics, cybersecurity, software-defined networking. That said, there's always an opportunity to do more. So to your question about information sharing, the more and the more, the better. On that same topic, I'll add once again that when we talk about modernization with our customers, cybersecurity inevitably comes up. As I mentioned earlier, it's impossible to have a digital transformation or modernization conversation without cybersecurity right there part of it. It really is a core of the story and the exchanges that we have with our customers.
And what are you learning in these exchanges, right? I mean, you may have shared things 5 years ago, and you may get new lessons now within these next 5 years, right? So what's different? What's changing? Are there just new viruses, or are there just completely new ways of technology being used?
We're seeing the cyber threat evolve with time. Yeah. And so as agencies modernize, one of the pitfalls that we've seen is that they'll modernize their technology, but they won't also evolve their ability to detect and ultimately contain cyber threats. So it's really important for our customers, for agencies to, as they're modernizing their technology, to continue to evolve their cybersecurity defenses. We do the same at Verizon. As we roll out new products or services, we also have to evolve our own cybersecurity program and make sure that our security is wrapping around these new products so that we deliver the best possible secure, resilient solution to our customers.
I think one thing that a lot of customers probably are a little worried about would be privacy when it comes to that. So how do you take that into account when it comes to sharing information too?
Absolutely. Privacy by design, security by design. These are the principles that we employ every day as we roll out new applications, as we develop new products. We have to build cybersecurity as well as privacy into these things from the outset so that it's not an afterthought.
Great. I want to move on a little bit to 5G. It's something you've mentioned a couple of times, and there's a lot of discussion about it right now. And I think not everyone knows exactly where it is either. So where is 5G right now? Where are we seeing it? Are we seeing it yet, or is it only in kind of small test areas?
Yeah, it's been a big year for Verizon. So on April 3rd of this year, Verizon was the first to 5G when we rolled out our new network in select parts of both Minneapolis and Chicago. Denver and Providence were shortly thereafter, and all told, we intend to roll out 5G to over 30 cities in 2019, including right here in Washington, D.C. And 5G is a game changer for business customers around the world. 5G will allow breakthroughs in connectivity, artificial intelligence, robotics, the Internet of Things, the list goes on, augmented reality, virtual reality. In addition to the transformative effects that 5G will have on agencies and their missions, it's also a step forward in terms of network security. There's new security layers that are built in, including additional encryption, additional security at the edge, and also a new feature that allows us to isolate devices until they're fully authenticated to the network. Verizon invests heavily in securing all of our networks, including this new 5G network. We have over 1,000 cybersecurity professionals that are defending these networks day in and day out. And so when you think about not just the business effects, but also the security enhancements that come with 5G, it is literally a technology that will help us usher in the fourth industrial revolution.
Great. Well, it sounds like there's a lot going on, and I think we're going to start talking about supply chain when we get back. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm your moderator, Scott Maucione, on the special Bulletin review, Securing Our Citizens While Modernizing, sponsored by Verizon on Federal News Radio, part of the Federal News Network.